Those of you who don't understand what we just learned from the Shangama Sutra, it's better for you to contemplate further and to really engage in the study and the discussion as well as tutoring sessions of the Shangama Sutra, because right now you're during the period of time of study, and you have the dedicated time to study, and later on you probably don't have that opportunity anymore. Previously in the Shangama Sutra, we've already learned that to investigate where does the sensation of smell come from? Does it come from the root, that is the nose, or does it come from the fragrance dust? What is the root of nose? You should make further investigation. Is it of the wing of the nose, or is it of the flesh that we call this organ that we call nose? Or is there a sensation that's being produced within the nose root? Is the sensation a sensation of the body? Is it of emptiness, or is it of fragrance? If you were to make the observation in such a way, you would be able to see that the fragrance dust is not produced in the object phenomena, and then you can make such investigation. Now, if you understand the whole logic of this investigation, then you will be able to understand this section of the teaching given by the Buddha, because the Buddha would not teach randomly without any reason at all. So let us continue with our class on the 37 practices of a Bodhisattva. Where were we last time? Where do we? From Potowa, right? Potowa said, during composure, meditate in the manner of not conceiving of anything, on all phenomena as being empty and without self-nature, like the center of space. The selflessness, the absence of a self-nature, just like a center of space. At the times of practicing in meditation, we need to practice in such a way. As if you were practicing in the, just as practicing upon the center of space without conceiving anything. This is a part of the practice within the Mahāti tradition as well, especially on the intrinsic purity. The teachings given in the Madhyamika teachings and the practices are also of emptiness. So we can see that all phenomena, the true nature of all phenomena is of emptiness. You can practice in such a way. Karapa also explained, saying that since the natural state does not exist as anything whatsoever, it is naturally free of the four extremes. Since the mind does not conceptualize anything, be free of grasping thoughts. Sharawa exclaimed, when you have become certain that all things are like space, without any essence whatsoever and free from extremes, then in this state do not conceive of or grasp at anything. Thus, having given up all thoughts and mental doing, one should remain one-pointedly in the state of emptiness. We know that simply by speaking of this is of no use whatsoever. So you have to engage in actual practice, at first through observation and then through abiding. At the time of entering into meditative equipoise, that state is beyond any grasping. It is beyond any of the extremes and elaborations. Do not simply parroting the Dharma. You should engage in the practice of it. This is really important. This teaching given by Venerable Sharava is quite clear on what to do at the time of meditation. It is without any elaboration. It is without any. It is to fully give up on all thoughts and mental doing. One should remain one-pointedly in the state of emptiness. And then Larry Tampa said all of that must not be polluted by the stains of the 8 extremes. He taught that one should meditate free of mental constructs, unpolluted by the stains of conceptual thoughts, which fix it on phenomena as being established in the manner of any of the 8 extremes. Venerable Chikawa also said, think that all phenomena are like a dream. Investigate the nature of unborn awareness. Let even the antidote be liberated by itself. Rest in the state of the all-ground, the essence of the path. So we need to abide in the alaya, and the alaya is the essence of the path. It means that to meditate on the ultimate mind of enlightenment occurs when, having resolved that the outer object, inner mind, and the concept of antidote are all emptiness, one let go within that state. At the times of practicing abiding, including at the time of practicing upon the Guru Yoga, now we don't have too much time to practice abiding right now, because we have 2 classes together every day, and then altogether it's already a long period of time. So we have only about 1 to 2 minutes during the chanting of the Guru Yoga or the practice of the Guru Yoga. Otherwise, it would be the best for us to practice meditation after class for about 10 minutes and longer. If we were to abide for 1 to 2 minutes and practice diligently during that period of time of Guru Yoga, then our mind would be able to abide in the wisdom and the ultimate truth of the Guru. This is also such a great blessing that could be bestowed by the Guru. This is the practice. And then, furthermore, from Gyaltse Tokme himself, since the natural state of all knowable is beyond concepts, one gives up mental fabrications such as being or not being, and remains one-pointedly in the state free of mental constructs. This is meditation on the ultimate mind of enlightenment. And he continued, rest undistractedly in the state free of mental constructs. He taught that and practiced accordingly. Now let's take a look at giving up fixation on the object of attachment as being real. At the time of practicing meditation, you need to know the ultimate nature of all phenomena, and then in the post-meditation, there could be the object that you would grasp onto that would manifest in the post-meditative experience. Then how do we practice up on those kinds of experiences then? So the next step is giving up fixation on the object of attachment as being real. Recently, we've seen lots of beautiful rainbows over Larangar. At the time of seeing those rainbows, when there are manifestations of the objects of attachments, lots of people would say that, I'm going to take a photo of it, otherwise it will disappear. So in our experience, in our world, whenever you perceive those wonderful and those beautiful objects that would disappear within a very short period of time, you need to know that though they are wonderful experiences, we should not hold on to it as being intrinsically existent. So we need to eradicate that attachment to the wonderful objects. So over here it says that when encountering a beautiful object, one should consider it to be a rainbow in summertime. It appears attractive, yet is not thought to be truly existent. So give up attachment is the practice of bodhisattvas. Unfortunately, there are not many of the commentaries over here to further explain and to further support the teachings over here with the cross-reference from other sutras and shastras. So it is quite a pity that not many were used here, not many of the quotations were used here. Over here it only says that when encountering delightful objects such as one's friends, exquisite forms, pleasant sounds, happiness, those who are happy and so forth, such appearances are like the summertime rainbow, which appears beautifully and vividly, yet does not truly exist the way it appears. Accordingly, one regards these ravishing and beautiful appearances as unreal, and one does not apprehend them as having any kind of true existence, thinking this is my friend, this is my relative, this is beautiful, and this is dear to me. To give up such attachment and fixation on a true and concrete reality of those is the manner of the practice whereby all bodhisattvas stop their fixation on objects of attachment as being real. Whatever of those beautiful objects that you would perceive, it could be something beautiful to hear, beautiful to taste, and beautiful to smell, beautiful to look at, beautiful to hear, to listen to, and beautiful to feel. All of those kinds of favorable experiences that you're really eager to gain. Some people would even dream of the delicious food that they are going to get the next day. One phenomena I recognize is, or I observed, is that the lamas and jomas, whenever they get their monthly allowance, and then the second day they would right away go to the restaurant and then get the favorable objects that they long for. In fact, all of those are simply the manifestation of holding on to the object of tongue and so on, and nose. Well, I am simply given teaching on this with a combination of the teachings from the Shwangama Sutra. So the bodhisattvas should stop their fixation on objects of attachment as being real. To stop such kinds of fixation and grasping.